Yeah, I know I got problems.
Hey, what's up, traders? We're going to take a look at Solana USD and we're going to look at XRP USD. These are two cryptocurrencies, and notice how we have USD at the end. So these cryptocurrencies here are actually trading against the value of the United States dollar. And this is why I like to look for any specific news that may affect the United States dollar, because it can affect the crypto that I'm looking at trading. So I have the economic calendar here for Bloomberg. I like to look for anything related to cryptocurrency or key leaders speaking, such as Donald Trump or Fed Chair Powell. Everything looks pretty much clear for takeoff. I don't really have time to do too much of what's going on with these high impact news or these reports for Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. But from what I'm looking at, everything looks pretty good. I know that they have a Fed interest rate decision on Wednesday. They're anticipating 3.75% from previous 4%. But as of right now, let's take a look at Solana here. So I'm on a weekly time frame. I like to look at the higher time frame just to look at these pivot points. I like to call these pivot points because oftentimes these are considered reversal zones here. So what I'm doing here now is pretty much trapping price here at the top. This is going to be my supply zone here on the weekly time frame. Now, I call it supply because these are usually where there are reversal patterns. So when I say reversal, I mean strong movement to the downside. Okay. Supply is a bit different than resistance. Resistance you will find inside of our trend lines. So for example, this will be my resistance right here. This will be support. This will be resistance, support, resistance, support, and then we hit a supply where we see trend reversals. Okay, so that's just brief education between the difference of supply and resistance. Demand and support act as the same. However, we are trapping price at the bottom at these pivot points. So now that I've established my supply and my demand levels here, I'm only right now focused on demand because price is near our demand here now. This tells me that we may be at the beginning of a trend reversal. So now I'm looking at these trend reversals here, and we can see back in April 2024, price came to this zone here and shot straight up. This is a trend reversal. Remember, guys, we're on the weekly time frame. So getting my measuring tool from this level here to this level is about a 52% increase. Just this low zone here from demand, about halfway up to supply. I can do the same thing here. Fast forward to about July 2024, the same strength here. Fast forward here again, that is September 2024. And then we have a significant shift measuring from here to here is about 109% increase. So this level is solid, guys. And then again, we can see price broke just below it, and that's completely fine. And again, in my measuring tool, from here to here, that is about a 78% increase. Again, fast forward in June 2025, and then we have over 100%. So this here is considered my demand. So notice how demand are trend reversals for an uptrend. The downtrend ends, uptrend begins. Supply is a trend reversal for a downtrend. Okay. The uptrend ends and then a downtrend begins. So this is the higher probability where price is going to come and do a trend reversal. Now, I talk about pivot points a lot. Pivot points are simply when price stop and go the opposite way. Stop, go the opposite way. Stop, go the opposite way. And notice how I can circle these pivot points multiple times. This is our support zone here. If I draw a rectangle from these pivot points, easily connecting it, notice how it's not a coincidence. Okay. And we're talking about week after week, month after month, where this was resistance, resistance, support, where it pivoted and shot up, resistance, it came here, shot down, resistance. This is kind of like a support here, and this is support here. Price eventually broke, and this is where I would be looking to buy. I'm on the weekly time frame, guys, so this can take some time to move. But from now, I would look to buy, but just know price could drop a bit further, looking left at these wick rejections here. And this is why I draw my rectangle pretty wide. I encompass the top of the wicks from the past right here, the bottom of the wicks in the past here, and even noticing this here could be a reversal zone. So I would wait to get in until price is somewhere at the top to middle, or even the bottom. Just know that price can come anywhere within the zone before it heads up. Now, this will be a swing trade, not an intraday trade. Now, if you happen to profit for intraday trading, you can exit and get out, and you're good to go. But I like to swing trade, and I would even take it up to this zone here for Solana around $182, give or take. Now, you don't have to hold it that long. You can get out prior to that. Just know it's going to take some weeks. This is what I like to do long term, and instead of watching my chart every moment. Okay, XRP. The same thing, guys. I marked the same thing. So oftentimes XRP and Solana, they pretty much do the same thing. We've been trending down for quite some time. Price is heavily oversold. Now it's time for that discount. Buyers should be coming in. Look at the pivot zones here. This is key. These wicks here multiple times. And notice how my red rectangle is encompassing the top where it rejected, the bottom were rejected in the past, and then even the middle were rejected. So this is my entire buy zone. And if I happen to buy at the top and it draws down, I'm fine because I know that in the past, price happened to do the same thing. So this requires patience, guys. Swing trading is where the money at, in my opinion. I've been doing this for a long time. Now, you want to make sure that there's no high impact news. The thing that can disrupt this, guys, remember I showed you Bloomberg calendar, where the economic calendar, if there is high impact news, like a key leader speaking, it could actually help these cryptocurrencies, or it can push it to the downside. So it depends on what's going on. If there's bad news with cryptocurrency, or if there's good news with the United States dollar, it can affect this. Okay. This is simply just price action. Price action. Okay. So we always tell our students to make sure you're in the know with high impact news. And this is one of the reasons why, guys, that we have the Bloomberg channel in our Discord here. So this is our economic calendar room in our private community where we have these links for Bloomberg, NASDAQ, or investing.com. So if I click on NASDAQ, it's going to take you straight to the economic calendar for the NASDAQ. I specifically like Bloomberg, but it pretty much shows you the same thing. We even have our crypto room. So I just recently dropped this same thing today, this morning for XRP right here, a picture, and I even tell them why. I break it down. Same thing with Solana here. And then we have our Bloomberg channel here. This is where we have live news. So if you click it, you'll enter a live broadcast for Bloomberg.
Out for themselves. Everyone's got different national security interests, whether it's food or energy or water.
So I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but this is something that's important now. You don't have to come here and listen to it. You can watch it online or you can watch it on your television. But we just want to make sure that we're equipping our students with whatever's necessary to become a successful and profitable trader, including 24/7 support from myself and from Kenya. Guys, if you agree with this analysis, please let me know. If you have questions, please let me know. We have everything in the description below. If you need your handheld, we're here for you. We have tons of free support from our Telegram, from TradingView, where we're on and we drop trade analysis every so often. And other than that, guys, God bless you. I will see you in the next video. Take care.